When we talk about learning English, many people only focus on grammar books, vocabulary lists, or speaking practice. But there is something even more important that we must understand. There are some enemies of English fluency. These enemies are not people. They are habits, fears, or mistakes that stop us from improving. If you want to speak English fluently and with confidence, you must fight against these enemies. Today we will talk about the 3 biggest enemies of English fluency. Let's begin with the first one. The first enemy of English fluency is fear of making mistakes. This fear is very common among learners. Almost every English learner has felt it at some point. You want to speak, but then you stop. You think, what if I say it wrong? What if people laugh at me? What if I use the wrong grammar or the wrong word? This fear freezes your mouth. It stops the words from coming out. And the more you stay silent, the more your confidence goes down. Think about children. When children learn their first language, they don't worry about mistakes. They say many funny or wrong words. But their parents and teachers do not laugh at them. They encourage them, and slowly those children grow fluent. This is the natural way of learning. But when we become adults, we become shy. We want to be perfect. We want to speak like a native speaker immediately. And because of this, we create fear inside our mind. The truth is very simple. Mistakes are not a problem. Mistakes are a teacher. Every time you make a mistake, you get a chance to learn. If you make no mistakes, it means you are not practicing enough. In fact, the fastest learners are the ones who make the most mistakes. Why? Because they are not afraid. They try, they fail, they learn, and then they try again. This is the cycle of success. But how can you defeat this enemy? How can you fight the fear of mistakes? The first step is to change your thinking. Instead of saying, I made a mistake, I am bad at English, say, I made a mistake. I learned something new today. Treat mistakes like gold. They are valuable. They show you the areas where you need to improve. Without mistakes, you would never know your weak points. The second step is to practice speaking in a safe environment. Find a partner, a friend, or even talk to yourself in the mirror. When you practice alone, there is no one to judge you. Record your voice and listen. You will notice some mistakes, but you will also notice your progress. Slowly, your confidence will grow. Then you can start speaking with other people, teachers, or online communities. Each time you speak, your fear will become smaller. The third step is to remember this. Native speakers also make mistakes. Yes, even people who speak English from birth sometimes use the wrong word. Forget grammar rules or pronounce things differently. The difference is they don't feel ashamed. They just continue speaking. So why should you feel afraid? If native speakers can make mistakes without fear, so can you. So the first enemy of English fluency is fear of making mistakes. Don't let this enemy control you. Stand up, open your mouth, and speak. Second enemy of English fluency. This enemy is very silent. but very powerful. It is something that wastes your time and slows your progress. The second enemy of English fluency is lack of consistency. Many learners start learning English with a lot of excitement. In the first week, they study every day. They watch videos, read books, practice speaking, and feel motivated. But after a few weeks, the energy begins to drop. They study one day but skip the next. Then they study after 3 days. Slowly they stop. They only practice when they feel like it. This is what we call lack of consistency. And this is a big enemy because fluency is not built in one day. Fluency is built step by step through daily practice. Think of it like exercise. If you go to the gym once a month, will you become strong? Of course not. If you want muscles, you must train regularly, even if it is just a little every day. The same is true for English. You cannot expect fluency if you only practice sometimes. Small daily practice is much more powerful than one big study session once in a while. The problem is many learners believe that they need a lot of time to study English. They think, I need 1 full hour every day, otherwise it is useless. This thinking is wrong. Even 10 minutes every day is better than nothing. The key is regularity. If you touch English every day, your brain will stay connected to the language. Your mind will remember the words, the sounds, and the patterns much faster. So, how can you fight this enemy? You need to create a routine that fits your lifestyle. If you are busy, choose short activities that you can do every day. For example, listen to an English podcast on your way to work. Read a short English article before going to bed. Speak 1 or 2 sentences to yourself in the mirror each morning. These small actions repeated daily will bring huge results over time. Second, you need to set clear and realistic goals. Many learners say, I want to be fluent, but this goal is too big and too vague. Instead, break it into small goals. For example, this week, I will learn 5 new words. Or today, I will practice speaking for 5 minutes. When you achieve small goals, you feel happy and motivated to continue. Slowly, these small goals will lead to big success. Third enemy of English fluency. This enemy is often invisible, but it has a huge effect on your learning. The third enemy of English fluency is negative environment and negative mindset. Many learners want to improve their English, but the people around them do not support them. Sometimes family or friends say, "Why are you wasting time on English, or you will never be fluent?" Sometimes they laugh when you try to speak. These kinds of comments create doubt in your heart. Instead of feeling proud of your efforts, you feel embarrassed. This negative environment makes you lose confidence and motivation. Slowly, you stop practicing and your progress becomes slow or even stops completely. Another part of this enemy is your own mindset. Sometimes you are your own biggest critic. You think, my English is terrible, or I will never sound good. These negative thoughts are like heavy chains. They hold you down and make you afraid to try. When you focus only on your mistakes and weaknesses, you forget to see your progress. You forget to celebrate the fact that you can already speak more English today than you could yesterday. But here is the truth. Fluency grows in a positive space. Just like a plant needs sunlight and water, your English needs encouragement and support. If you surround yourself with negativity, your fluency will not grow. But if you surround yourself with positivity, your fluency will improve much faster. So, how can you fight this enemy? First, you need to protect your learning environment. Try to spend time with people who encourage you. If your family or friends cannot support you, find support online. There are many English learning communities, groups, and partners who will celebrate your progress instead of criticizing you. If you can defeat these 3 enemies, nothing can stop you from becoming fluent. Mistakes will become your teachers, consistency will become your strength, and positivity will become your energy. Step by step, with patience and practice, you will reach fluency. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't yet, and I will see you in the next video.